Welcome to Brampton, Ontario and Brampton Memorial Arena for today's broadcast of CWHL Live. Today's game features the Toronto Furies and the Brampton Thunder. Yesterday, the Thunder in their home opener took out the Furies 3-2. My name's Darren Alley, solo on today's broadcast as we look forward to another great game today. Both teams come in today's game sitting at 1-2, trying to get back to 500 for the season. As we get set for puck drop today, make sure you join us on social media. Be sure to tune in on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram during today's game with hashtag GameTag and hashtag CWHL Live. You can also interact with me on Twitter at Darren Alley. And these two great teams are also on Twitter at Brampton CWHL and at Toronto CWHL. Earlier today, this morning, in fact, the Calgary Inferno took out the Boston Blades 4-1 in Calgary in what was just their second game of the season after beating Boston in their home opener yesterday. 7-1 the score in that game. And here we go, opening face-off. Face-off won by the Thunder. Taken back into their own zone, now dumped up, and that one is going to go for icing. We get a quick whistle just 7 seconds into the game. No Thunder player could corral that puck. Now Toronto's going to have a chance in the offensive zone. Now it's Baldwin lining up at the face-off circle for the Furies. She wins it back to Suzuki at the point. She dumps it in behind the net. Baldwin chasing into the corner. Leaves it. Goes back to the point, shot into the corner by Toronto. Now Spooner dumps it down low. It's Fulton picking it up. Back to Suzuki. Suzuki with a shot. That goes just wide of Knox. Brampton takes the puck and carries it through the neutral zone. It's Rattray, unable to hang on there. Spooner picks it up and she turns it over to Jones. Brampton back with it in their own zone. Trying to get some offensive zone time here. Deflected into the corner. Now back out for Edney. Fired from the point by Bertrand. That goes wide. Now it's McFarland dumping it back into the corner. Picked up by Toronto and dumped down the ice. Icing waved off here as it will not have enough carry to get past the goal line. Now Lamoureux with a turnover. And Molson picks it up for Toronto. Dumps it towards the net, deflected wide by Knox. Vela battling in the corner with Bertrand. Now back to the point. Dump back in, Vela can't get the puck and Brampton will take over. Here comes Bertrand, 1-on-2. Fires on goal and that's going to be covered by Kessler. Back and forth action early here. We've seen both teams get a couple shots on goal. As now Brampton will have a chance with an offensive zone faceoff. That's taken by Montgomery, back to Whitaker at the point. Deflected towards the net, stopped by Kessler on a great deflection there. Kessler with some wonderful poise to hold on to that puck. Back to the draw, Hogan and Montgomery. Montgomery takes it for the Thunder. King circling around in the corner. That gets back to Whitaker at the half boards, deflected by Richards to no one. Now it's Chevery. Hogan holds on the blue line as Chevery dumps it in behind the goal. Now to Molson at the point for Toronto. Tipped in wide by Chevery. Dumped out into the neutral zone, it's Hill. Now Chevery dumps it back in, and she'll peel off for a change. Brampton picks it up in their own end. It's Richard dumping it behind her own net to Simmons. Simmons to King, deflects it out of the zone. It's going to be picked up by Elisa Baldwin. Baldwin into French. French trying to dump it off the boards for Spooner. Doesn't work. Brampton's going the other way. Baldwin in behind her own net. Flex that out to the corner where Brampton, that Styles will pick it up. Tipped out to the blue line but not out. Dumped in for Jones. Jones behind the net. Picked up there, backhander, stopped by Kessler, and the net has come off its moorings, and that'll bring a face-off in the Brampton zone. Pardon me, in the Toronto zone. Baldwin and Styles on the face-off here. Face-off won by Stiles. Now it's Rattray to the net. Stop. Jones with the shot now. Deflected wide. Back in behind the Toronto net. Suzuki trying to get it up to Fulton as she does. Fulton having trouble with it. Rattray on her. She dumps it behind the row net to Bonello. Now it's Bonello to Fulton. Can't handle it. Picks it up, gets it down the ice, but Brampton will take over. Dump it down into the Toronto zone. Bonello behind her own net. Taken away by Jones. And a shot deflected in behind the net. Now it's Burchard from the point. Trying to deflect it in. Nice move by Suzuki to get it out of the zone, and they've got a 2-on-1 here. Prevost can't hold the line, and that's going to be offside. And we'll have a face-off just outside the Brampton zone. 2-on-1 all for naught there. A nice move on the boards by Suzuki to get it out. Prevost could not hold the line. Face-off, scramble, controlled by Toronto. Dumped in by Stevenson. Karada touches up, onside. Controlled behind the Brampton net. Into the neutral zone now. Nearly picked off by Zamora. Now here's McParland for Brampton in the offensive zone. Dumps it around behind the goal. Battle in the corner now. McIntosh can't control it. Now she does. Trying to curl out in front. Can't. Taken down by Zamora. Fortino controls it right at the blue line there. Shot well wide of the goal, but it comes around to Burchard for the Thunder. In behind the net now. Deflected out of the zone. That's Karada. Clearing the zone there for the Furies. Now Fortino circling back in her own end. Pressure from Prevost. Tipped out over the line, no further. As Vela picks it off in the neutral zone, and here she comes with Lamoureux. Vela with a shot, stopped by Knox. Deflects into the corner. Now Lamoureux controls behind the net for Toronto. Now it's Vela, dumps it back into Lamoureux. Lamoureux with a shot. Vela in front of that, can't get the deflection down, and tips into the corner. It's Hill, dumping it in behind the Brampton goal. Burchard for Brampton, back up to the point. French holds it in. Holds it in again, fires on goal. And that goes wide. Now Burchard coming out from behind her own goal. Carrying it through the neutral zone. Good rest by Burchard here to clear the zone as Brampton was under a lot of pressure there. That'll allow her teammates to change. Burchard still with the puck now. She gets at the point now, it's Jess Jones. Tipped in front, just wide. Furies try to clear, can't. Jones gets at the point now. Rattray with some space. Fell on her now. Great shot on goal there. And Kessler's up to the challenge as she covers up for that one. Good pace to start today's game. We've seen both teams with some offensive zone time, some good opportunities. Haven't been able to beat one of these goaltenders yet. Larocque from the point, that's blocked and deflects out through the neutral zone. Now the Thunder curl out from behind their net. Up for Jones, she tips it in to make the icing. Now Chevery for Toronto loses the puck, kept in the zone by Brampton. Now it's Rattray trying to find somebody in front, curls back behind the goal. Now into the corner, looks for Larocque at the point, finds her. Dumped into the corner, now Jones in front of the net. Tips it out to nobody in particular, and Toronto will clear the zone. Now it's Rattray trying to get across, and Hogan avoids the offside there and has the puck in the zone for Toronto now. Lots of pressure from three Brampton players, and they get it out, but Fulton's there. Tries to tip it into the corner, can't. Jones picks it up for Brampton. Now Richards back in the corner. Intercepted by Fulton in the neutral zone, and she picks it up again on the tip. Trying to get in front to Spooner. Baldwin's there as well. And Toronto can't get a hold on the puck there, and Brampton will pull it back out. It's McParland, and she's taken down, and that's going to be a penalty. It's going to be Emily Fulton going to the box for body contact. And we're going to have our first power play of the game. Face-off controlled by the Furies. They'll look to dump it right away. Fired along the board, stopped at the point by LaRock, but Spooner's there to take it up for Toronto. Now she's on a rush, one-on-one here. Trying to get around the defender, can't. Pulls it into the corner. Now battling with Vint and Edney. Edney comes out with the puck. Edney to McIntosh. McIntosh through the neutral zone. Nice pass into the middle there for Edney, but she can't control the puck, and it goes into the corner behind the net. Now McFarland out to the point to LaRock. LaRock. Now to McFarland. Back to LaRock at the point. Edney fires. Deflected off the defender. Stays in front of the goal, and not quite cleared as Edney holds it in for Brampton. Now McFarland behind the goal. In front to LaRock. Shot deflected wide of the goal. And that one is cleared. That's Shannon Molson on the clear for the Furies. And both teams will get a change. Now Candace Stiles for the Brampton Thunder. Through the neutral zone. A nice move to avoid the attack. And they avoid the offside. Stiles with the puck again. Felix to the point. Finds Burchard, and now it's Stiles. Back in the corner. Behind the net now to Jones. Jones over to Rattray, looking for Fortino at the point. She gets it. Straddling the line. Now over to Burchard. Fires. Stopped by Kessler. Right into the breadbasket there. May have taken a couple of deflections in front, but Kessler stands tall. Seconds left on the power play for the Thunder. Face-off now taken by the Thunder, and Fortino at the point. With the puck, she takes a shot towards the side of the net. And the net has come loose once again, and we'll get another face-off in the Toronto zone. Changes here for Toronto as Chevery and Baldwin come on the ice. 22 seconds left to kill on this penalty to Fulton. Now it's Fortino at the point for Brampton. Now Burchard fires off a body back to her. Now Fortino once again, back to Burchard. Into Jones. Jones looking for the shot, fans on it, and it'll be cleared there by Bonello. Now turned over in the neutral zone, Hogan. Takes the puck, and oh, she gets hit hard into the boards. And that's going to be a penalty to Brampton. As Hogan gets up slowly, and it's going to be Candace Stiles going to the box, and Toronto now will have their first chance on the power play. Face-off controlled by the Thunder. They dump it around the boards into the corner. Suzuki there to pick it off for Toronto. Dumped in behind the net now for Spooner. Spooner behind the goal of Knox. And puck deflects out in front, and that's going to be covered by Knox and controlled. Now Richards is going to clear it for Brampton if she can, but too much pressure there from Fulton and Spooner, and they'll come away with the puck. Now Fulton to Bonello. Bonello fires on goal, that's stopped by Knox. Baldwin battling LaRock in the corner. LaRock's going to clear it just past the stick of Bonello and down the ice. Bonello now to Spooner at the opposite blue line, and she'll come in. Fulton on her wing as she controls the puck, settles it down now to Bonello. Now down low, Baldwin. Circles out and fires deflected in behind the goal. Whitaker in behind her own net, trying to clear it out for Brampton. Gets it up to Vint. Pressure from Suzuki, but she'll get it out anyways. Now Bonello controlling it in the neutral zone for Toronto. She gets it up to Baldwin, but she can't control the pass, and that's going to go down behind the goal. Now flicked out. Kessler behind her own goal. Leaves it there for Laurel Hill. She comes out with it herself. Now it's Zamora. To Lamoureux. They just avoid the offside there. Dump behind the goal, Zamora. Chevrolet can't control it, but she gets it over. Now trying to get it back to the point was Lamoureux. Hogan holds it in. It's going to be McFarland now clearing it out for Brampton, and that is deflected into the screen, and we're going to have a whistle. Ten seconds to go on the Brampton penalty. Toronto, if they hold for another chance here, are going to have to win the faceoff quick and get it into the zone. Faceoff controlled by Brampton. Now it's Fortino. Clears it out past the blue line, back in, but back out again. It's Burchard who clears it down the ice. As the penalty expires, and we're back at even strength. Chevrolet picks it up in front of her own goal. Out to Zamora, alone at the blue line. She can only deflect it into the corner, and Knox will control it there. Back out to Chevrolet. But she can't hang on to it, and Brampton will clear. That puck will not have enough for icing. Waved off as Molson picks it up. Leaves it for Hill behind her own goal. Trying to get it to Vela. She deflects it over the blue line. Now it's Prevost. And offside call there as Hogan could not hold the line. Missed it by inches. And we'll have a face-off outside of the Brampton zone. 8:51 to go here in period number 1. Won by Brampton. They've had a decisive advantage on the face-off so far today. Block. Now cleared up to Richards. Richards through the neutral zone, gets it to Redney at the half board. She fires on goal, easy save for Kessler. She'll cover up for a whistle. Delayed penalty coming to Toronto in front of the net, stopped by Kessler. Hogan will touch the puck. And we're going to have a penalty here. It's going to be for holding, by the looks of it. And that's Toronto's Michelle Saunders going to the box. And another 2-minute power play here for the Brampton Thunder as we still look for today's first goal. Stiles wins the draw. Now puck back for Fortino at the point. She fires on goal, tipped in front, stopped by Kessler. Now it's Burchard for Brampton. Back to Fortino, she fires again. That one goes wide, and Burchard holds it in at the far blue line. Picked off by Spooner in there, and she pulls a nice deke there to get out. 3 on her. She gets a shot in on Knox. Great rush there by Natalie Spooner on the penalty kill, and she's going to get Furies an offensive zone faceoff here. Faceoff controlled by Brampton. It's Jones, now Rattray. Stiles cutting in through the middle, Rattray into the corner now with the puck. Leaves it behind the net for Stiles. Stiles in front to Jones. Jones, dekes, shoots. Stopped in there by Kessler. Jones almost with another chance there. Fortino now. To Burchard, back to Fortino. Fire! Blocker saved by Kessler. Now it's Burchard to Rattray. Shot scores! What a shot! Jamie Lee Rattray gets Brampton on the board. Just a matter of time for the Thunder. They had all the pressure there on that power play. Kessler standing tall, but couldn't stop that absolute blast by Jamie Lee Rattray. And it's 1-0 Thunder. Now Brampton looking forward again. Controlled by Toronto in behind their own goal. Fulton trying to get it out, can't. Now she does. Bounce in the rock. Holding it for Brampton as Spooner's on her. Controlled now by Vint as she dumps it. Trying to get it to McIntosh, but can't. Spooner takes over. Dunked in front of the net there. And taken by Brampton to the neutral zone. Pardon me, that was Jones with the goal, assisted by Stiles. Stiles and Fortino on the assist there, as we hear from our official scorer. So again, that's Jess Jones on the goal for Brampton. And we've got a penalty here. It's going to be Montgomery going to the box for the Thunder. Once again, don't forget to join us on social media. Using hashtags GameTag and hashtag CWHL Live. I'm at Darren Alley on Twitter. Face-off won by Brampton once again. Now Simmons dumps it down behind the Toronto goal. Again, we got a power play here for the Furies. Bonello loses control there, and it's going to be dumped again by Brampton. Kessler gets it up to Bonello. Gets it across to Spooner. Gets it into the zone, but not much further. Cleared again by the Thunder. Good penalty kill so far. And an errant pass goes to Brampton. Now they'll pick it up on a deflection. Baldwin can't control it, and it's going to be dumped again off the official at the blue line there, but out into the neutral zone. Now Emily Fulton stays onside, dumps the puck in behind the Brampton goal. Knox will control it around the net. Spooner picks it up there. Now it's Baldwin. And Fulton getting it back to the point. Suzuki can't control the bouncing pass, and that's going to skip into the neutral zone. She gets it across to Bonello. Down to Fulton. In for Spooner. Just misses the pass, so she would have been free on the goal there. And Spooner's going to get called for a hook here. Battling for the puck, lifted the stick, took down. That's Simmons in the corner there for Brampton, and she's going to go to the box. 4-on-4 action for the next 49 seconds here, and then we'll have a minute and 11 seconds of Brampton power play. Face-off won by Vela. Back into the corner from Molson. She's looking to get it out. Can't. Turned over. Stiles on goal. Controlled into the corner by Kessler. Picked up again by Brampton. Here's Rattray. Fortino fired on goal. That's stopped by Kessler. And now controlled by Prevost. And she gets hit along the boards, and there's going to be a penalty for that. At 25 seconds of 4-on-3 hockey as Candace Stiles returns to the box for the second time tonight. Not something you see too often here. It's going to be some 4-on-3 power play time for the Toronto Furies. Going to be Baldwin and Lamoureux up front for them. Suzuki and Bonello at the point. Now Baldwin in behind the goal looking for Suzuki. No. Now she finds her. Suzuki across to Bonello. Bonello follows on goal. That is blocked by Burchett and skipped out past the blue line. 2-on-1 here. And we have a breakaway. Great job by Suzuki to get back and cut that off, and a nice save by Kessler. Now it's Baldwin along the boards, dumps it into the zone. Knox hangs on to it, dumps it into the corner now. It's Baldwin here for Toronto. Suzuki holds the line. Baldwin trying to dump it towards the net. Can't, into the corner now. Lamoureux fighting for it. Can't pick it up. It's going to come around to the far boards to Bonello. Looking for a lane, can't find it. Rattray right on her. Now it deflects out into the middle. Baldwin can't control it. takes her down, no call there. Now it's Suzuki circling out for Toronto. Now Prevost with a nice move. We're at 4-4 now. She gets to the net. That's stopped by Knox. Still controlling it is Prevost. And the Rock pulls it into the corner now for Brampton. Looking for some help, finds it. On the boards to McParland. Turns it over to Fulton. She comes on goal. Shot stopped by Knox. Deflects behind the goal. Now it's Edney in behind her own goal. McParland now. And she gets it back through the neutral zone. Fired wide of the goal. It's 5-on-4 now for the next 17 seconds for the Furies. 3:24 to go here in the first period. Spooner now. Gets it back to Hill. And she dumps it in behind the net for Fulton. Now Fulton in behind the goal for Spooner. Trying to cut in front, got a shot there, controlled into the corner by Knox. Spooner again trying to come out in front of the goal. And it's covered up by Knox, and we have a scramble in front of the goal here. Spooner gets taken down. Be interesting to see how the officials handle this one. It looked like Spooner was, yeah, and it's going to be a penalty to Brampton. That's going to be Rebecca Vint going to the box for roughing. Another power play here for Toronto as they look to tie this game up. 3:01 to go here in period number 1. Controlled by Brampton and behind their own goal. Deflects off the boards there into the mesh. And we're going to have a whistle beside Knox's goal. Baldwin and Rattray on the draw here. Baldwin wins it to Fulton. Now to Bonello, takes it in the skates, gets it in, not for long as that's going to be dumped out down the ice all the way to Kessler. She leaves it for Suzuki. Now Suzuki behind her own goal, gets it out to Bonello. Bonello across the ice, and that's going to find Fulton in the circle. She tries to get it in front. Spooner can't. Baldwin trailing. Setting up Baldwin again. Deflected wide of the goal as Knox standing tall in the zone once again. Now Spooner at the point. Keeps it in or not. That's going to, linesman there saying that came out of the zone. That's going to be an offside against Toronto. And both teams are going to change. 1:23 to go in the Toronto power play. 2:24 left in the first period. 1-0 Brampton. The goal by Jess Jones, a power play marker. That goal was also Jones's third of the year, and it's just their fourth game. Wilson fires, that's deflected wide. Montgomery picks it up and dumps it around behind the net. That's not going to get out there. Hill is at the point, trying to find Molson. Montgomery hard on the play, and she breaks it out now. Gets it in on Kessler. She deflects it into the corner. It's Molson now. Dumps it behind her own net for Hill. Laurel Hill behind her own goal. Waiting for both teams to change, and now it's Hill getting it out. Now Prevost to Molson. Dumps it in behind the goal. Knox looking to dump it into the corner there. That'll down low now. It's Edney getting it behind her net to LaRock. As she skates it out through the neutral zone now. Still with the puck is LaRock. Looking to get in front of the goal there. Can't. Good pressure by French. Now great penalty kill here. Stiles now behind the net to LaRock at the point. She puts it into the corner. Toronto can't get anything going right now. Turnover in the neutral zone now. It's going to be Brampton coming in on goal. Kessler with a stop, and she's going to cover it up with 51 seconds to go here in period number 1. Now be sure to rep your team everywhere you go with merch from the CWHL shop. Pick up yours at shop.cwhl.ca. Face-off scrambled, controlled by Toronto. It's Bonello dumping it down the ice. Fortino picks it up in the neutral zone for Brampton. Finds Rattray. Now back out to Fortino. She comes through the neutrals and into the offensive zone. Fires on, goes, scores! What a shot by Fortino! Unbelievable goal by Laura Fortino there. And it's 2-0 Brampton. Just a great individual effort there. And that shot went bar down into the corner of the goal past Kessler to give Brampton a 2-goal lead here. 31 seconds to go in the first period, and those late goals, they can be killers. Face-off won by Brampton. Now it's Burchard. Trying to find Vint, can't, but they get it. Skips in past the Toronto defense into the corner. Centered, and Fulton's there to pick it up for Toronto. She dumps it down the ice, and that's going to go for... No, it's Spooner getting to the puck there. No icing there, but it's going to be Burchard taking it from her and carrying out through her own zone. As we wrap up period number 1, it's Brampton with a 2-goal lead here after the first period. Now stay tuned, we've got a great intermission show coming up on CWHLlive.com.
When I was 7, I wore these gloves. They held this stick. Well, these skates carried me over the blue line. We won the championship, and now it's all yours. Cool. Oh, and this mouth guard. I'll get my own. Thanks.
The 5th season is when spirit for the game gets passed down. That's why we're proud to support over 5,000 teams.
100% drive. 100% passion. 100% effort. But women in sports get only 5% of the attention. Canada's dairy farmers believe women in sports should be seen and heard loud and clear. With Fueling Women's Champions, we're shining a light on women athletes at every level. Join us. #ChampionHer.
I'm here with Brampton Thunder assistant captain Laura Fortino. Laura, you scored the 2nd goal of the game tonight. How did that feel?
It felt good. I mean, anything to get our team going is always a positive, and it was a great play by Rattray. Nice pass to go up the ice. And
Now, what were you thinking when you got that puck there?
I'm a pretty offensive D, so I was thinking, go north, go with it, and hopefully get a shot on net. So it worked out.
Now, how important is it for you guys to sweep this weekend after being swept yourself last weekend?
Yeah, it's very important. I think, it's a huge stride for our team. I mean, coming off of last year, coming into this year, we refocused and we want to get more wins. But I think we take one period at a time, and we're happy with the way the game's going right now.
All right, Laura, thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for a 2nd period action on CWHL Live.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you very much.
I'm Tara Watchorn. I'm a member of the Boston Blaze women's ice hockey team in the Canadian Women's Hockey League. Today we're going to pull a prank on some men's league here and act like I don't know how to play. Any tips for me out there? What's offside?
Hey, Chris! That's our player! She's a good player. You didn't tell us she was good. You made it sound like she was awful.
We get set for the second period of play here. It's the Brampton Thunder leading the Toronto Furies 2-0. After one, we had goals from Jess Jones and Laura Fortino. Two fantastic shots that beat Christina Kessler. Now, as mentioned at the top of the broadcast, both teams come into today's game sitting at 1-2 for the season. The Thunder swept last weekend in Montreal by Lake Canadienne. Lost 4-0 in the first game, 5-2 in the second game on Sunday. Now, yesterday in their home opener, they bounced back with a 3-2 win. We saw goals in that game from Jones, Rattray, and Stiles. All three players with 2 assists as well. That game, Toronto, on the other hand, won their home opener last weekend 2-0 over the Boston Blades. They lost game 2 last Sunday 2-1, also against Boston, of course, and yesterday, of course, the 3-2 loss to Brampton, putting them at 1-2 for the season. So both teams trying to get back to 500 here and get themselves a decent start to this CWHL season. Now be sure to join us on social media. Hashtag CWHL Live, hashtag GameTag. My name's Darren Alley. Solo on the broadcast today. You can communicate with me on Twitter. That's at Darren Alley. And you can follow these two teams as well. And pardon me, we've had a correction here. It's Rattray getting credit for the first goal. Assisted by, that's 24, that's Burchard, and Fortino with the second assist there. So that's Rattray from Burchard and Fortino. And the first goal for Brampton. As I was mentioning, follow these two teams on Twitter, at Brampton CWHL and at Toronto CWHL, for game updates, player news, and everything you need to know. Just about to get set for puck drop here. We wait for the rest of the Toronto Furies team to trickle out onto the ice here. Both teams with their top lines. Two formidable lines here. For Toronto, it's Baldwin, Fulton, and Spooner. Jones, Stiles, and Rattray for the Thunder. Face-off to start the second period, 1-2. In behind their own goal now by the Furies. To the blue line, it's Edney picking up for Brampton, fired on a goal deflected. To the half boards, now it's Spooner to Balden. Balden trying to get it to Fulton, it's tipped away. Now Spooner trying to get it back for Toronto. Fight at the blue line there, and that's going to be called offside as Balden carries it into the zone. Just 20 seconds into period number 2. 2-0 Brampton. First period goals by Rattray and Fortino. Now it's Spooner picking it up in the circle for Toronto. Into the corner. Fights for it. Circling back out towards the goal. Deflects wide. Suzuki hustling into the half boards. Tips it into the corner. It's going to be Edney there for Brampton. As she clears it out off the boards. Bonello chasing it back. In behind her goal. Comes out through the circle. A couple nice dekes there to avoid 2 Toronto defenders and fires it on goal. That's going to be covered by Liz Knox. Face-off scrambled and taken by Burchard. Up to McParland, now the point. It's Molson, Toronto, keeping it in. McIntosh clearing it behind their own net. Now battle down in the corners. Lamoureux comes away with it, but loses it to McParland. Circles around with a nice move, and that's going to be dumped down the ice. Touched by nobody, and that's going to be icing against the Thunder. Burchard couldn't find a teammate on that clearing attempt. And it's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Furies. Vin takes it for Brampton, back into the corner. That's Burchard. McIntosh moves it out, and just over the blue line, Lamoureux's going to pick it up back to Molson for Toronto. Now Laurel Hill can't get the pass. Burchard's going to dump it back in for Brampton and change. Now Molson in behind their own goal, coming out now. Lamoureux can't handle the puck, taken by Brampton. Nice pass off the boards to King. King on goal, Kessler with an easy save, and she'll cover up for a face-off. Now, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to tune into our next streaming coverage. It's going to be next weekend in Toronto. That's going to be at the MasterCard Center, 7:30 on Halloween, as they host Les Canadiens. Now battle along the boards here. Hogan, Richards, Montgomery's in there. Taken away by Brampton. Centered and intercepted. Not for long though, it's Brampton getting the puck back. Behind the goal, Richards circling to the corner. Can't hang on to it, Hogan gets it out. Now Chevry through the neutral zone, tries to dump it in. Simmons blocks that dump attempt, but Chevry will pick it back up again and curl around behind the net. She dumps it out. Richards going to pick it up for Brampton. Gets it to King, and she dumps it in. As Brampton will peel off for a change. But Bonello now behind her own goal. And that's picked off in front to Cation. She can't do anything with it there. Chevry coming back out. She dumps it in, and that's going to be icing. She did not get the red line there. Pardon me, not icing. There's going to be a penalty call for interference here. That's going to be number 3, Jocelyn Larocque, going to the box for Brampton, as Toronto will have yet another power play opportunity. Stiles and Balden on the faceoff here. One by Balden, back to Bonello into her own zone. Bonello, lots of pressure by Rattray there. She's going to come away with the puck. Back outside the zone to Burchard, now across to Fortino. Dumps it in, blocked by Spooner. Now controlled by the Furies. And that's off a Spooner skate. And it's going to go back to Brampton. Picked off by Vanello there, and Spooner up the ice looking for Fulton. 2 on her, though, and she can't get anywhere. Now it's Suzuki. Up to Spooner. And that's off the skate of Fulton at the blue line. Into the zone, and officials are going to make them play it. Dumped down the ice by Brampton. 1:08 to go on the Toronto power play. Now Suzuki to Bonello behind her own goal still. Toronto looking to get some pressure here. Spooner to Prevo. On goal, deflected in behind the net. Now Zamora in front of the goal. Prevo can't. Tipped out to center net. With Laurel Hill. Chevery finds Prevo. She dumps it in on Knox. Molson can't hold it in at the point. And we've got a penalty coming to Toronto here. It's going to be Molson going to the box for interference, and we've got 15 seconds of 4-on-4 action. Face-off controlled by Brampton. It's Fortino at the point now. Back to Fortino across the Butcher. She fires fans on it. In behind the net now, Suzuki with the puck for Toronto. Now Burchard. Back to Burchard again. She finds Fortino. Back to Burchard. She fires on goal. That's tipped wide of the net. Toronto tries to clear. It's Vela. Can't get it out now. Lamoureux does. Dumps it down the ice. It's a power play now for Brampton after LaRock has left penalty box. 1:22 left on this advantage for the Thunder. Now it's Burchard carrying it through the neutral zone. Looking for McIntosh. Controlled in the zone by Jones. That's going to be picked up behind the net by Bonello. McIntosh on her. Lots of pressure. Now Jones coming in to pick up the puck. It's McIntosh. Now Fortino. Fires. Dipped and covered by Kessler. Face-off controlled by Brampton. It's Rattray. Back to Edney. Edney straddling the blue line. Gets it across on the rock. Now back to Edney again. She gets it to Rattray. Trying to get a shot on net. That's blocked. But tipped back in by Edney. Now it's Jones trying to curl it in front of the net. Can't. Picked off by Spooner. She fights through 3 Thunder players only to lose it at the point to Edney. And now Rattray again for Brampton. Great glove save by Christina Kessler. Holds her positioning, sticks out the glove, and finds that puck to keep it a 2-goal game. What an individual effort there by Rattray to get in front of the net and get that opportunity. Now face-off control by Brampton. It's Edney at the point. Tips it in and scores! It's Jess Jones with the tip for Brampton, and it is 3-0. Now that's Edney with the shot from the point. Tipped in by Jones right in front of the net. Great tip. To put it up and over Christina Kessler. And that's a power play goal for the Thunder. Now cleared in behind the Toronto goal. More pressure here from Brampton, now Montgomery. King controls it behind the goal. And shot in on Kessler. Rolling puck covered, and there's going to be a face-off to the left of Christina Kessler. Goal being called, Edney from Rattray right now. It looked like Jones got a tip in front of the goal there. We'll see if that changes. Now it's King, dumping it into the corner and peeling off for a change for the Thunder. Now it's the Furies turning it over in their own zone. In front of the net now to Vint. She tries to find a bouncing puck there, can't. Now it's Suzuki. Coming out of her own zone, dumps it off the boards and into the neutral zone. It's Fortino picking it up for Brampton, though. Stevenson intercepts her pass, and Fortino gets it back. Now that's dumped into Bonello. She blocks the clearing attempt as she's going to pick it up, clear it in the offensive zone and fire. Great save there by Knox. She covers up for a face-off. Bolden on the draw here for Toronto. Wins it back. It's going to be Fulton controlling it and dumping into the corner for Bolden. She finds Spooner along the boards, can't control it, back to the point to Molson as she fires on goal. Bolden looking for a tip in front, can't get it. Now it's cleared up by Brampton, not far though. Molson picks it up in the neutral zone. Now it's Bolden, taken over by Burchard as she pulls it into the Toronto zone now, in front of the net. And tipped into the corner. Now McParland back to Fortino. Into McParland once again as she looks for the shot. That's tipped into the corner by Bolden. McParland again. On net, nobody there. Now McIntosh. Taken out by Molson. The puck comes out beyond the blue line, only to be dumped back in by LaRock. And Brampton will change. Toronto in their own zone. Spooner can't control that tough pass. It goes off her skates, bounces to the Brampton player. Anna Horton tips it in. Like in front of the net. Molson puts it in behind her own goal. Now finds Fulton. Fulton has Spooner in the middle of the ice. Gets it over to her. She comes in along the half boards. And behind the goal. Spooner on the blue line now fires it. And that's stopped by Liz Knox. Just over 9 minutes into the second period here. So far it's been all Brampton. They lead 3-0. Toronto has yet to get any sustained pressure in the Brampton zone. They'll look for that here. It's Lamoureux trying to fire it on goal. That's blocked and deflected into the corner. Cleared out, but not past the blue line. Now Vela behind the net to Prevost. Now Vela again, trying to get it back to Prevost. That's intercepted and taken out by Candace Stiles with a nice move. And now she's got a 2-on-1 with Tara Cation. And Prevost gets back. Great defensive play there to get back and intercept that pass. Now scramble ahead behind the goal now. It's going to be Lamoureux coming out with it for Toronto. 4-on-2 here if they escape, but that's dumped in on goal and covered up by Liz Knox, and there's going to be a face-off to her right. Now, if you can't be at the rink, you can catch CWHL games in HD at CWHLlive.com and enjoy the action from wherever you are. That's where we are today, broadcasting here from the Brampton Memorial Arena in Brampton, Ontario. Now Suzuki for the Furies. She finds Bonello. Cross-ice pass, that's Chevery. Having a tough time controlling it, dumps it into the zone. Knox stops it behind her own goal. Brampton coming back out with it now. Intercepted by Suzuki. Ill-advised clearing pass there. Suzuki picked it up, and now Toronto's got some pressure taken away there. Now it's Bonello behind her own goal. Coming out with it, dumps it off the boards, past Fortino. That puck will not have enough for icing. Brampton will have to play it. Now Stiles. Trying to find Jones, can't. It's Molson picking it up. Brampton will clear it back into their own zone. It's Burchard. Behind the net to Fortino. She finds Rattray. Rattray with a couple nice moves in to get into the zone there. Good entry by Rattray, and now they control at the point. It's Fortino. Down into the corner, back to Rattray. And in front of the net, Rattray with a nice move there. Good shift for her. Couldn't find anybody though, and Kessler will cover. Face-off control by Toronto. Given away there to McIntosh, but she can't do much with it. Suzuki's going to pick it up. With Carlin battling with her. Now Spooner to Baldwin, and she's going to come out over the blue line. It's Fulton. Baldwin trailing, can't pick up the puck. Back the other way now for Brampton. McParlin with a strong move to get to the puck there. And a good stick in front by the Toronto defender. Did not allow Vint to get her stick on the puck. And the net has come off its moorings. That's the reason for the whistle here. We'll have a face-off in the Toronto zone. 8:22 to go here in the second period. 3-0 Thunder. Malden clears it out to Spooner. Spooner controls over the blue line. Tipped in behind the net by Knox. Picked up there by LaRock. She's being battled now. Spooner comes out with it. She finds Suzuki at the point. Shot deflected wide. Now it's Tara French. She finds Fulton and turned over to McParlin. Now it's McIntosh. Into the Toronto zone. Tipped in front there. Montgomery nearly had a shot at it. A couple shots in front of the net there for Brampton. Kessler stands tall and there's a whistle. Dumped in by Brampton. Bonello picking it up in her own zone. Picked up by Lamoureux, turned over. Dumped back in. Toronto back with the puck again. It's Bonello. Behind the net to Molson. She comes out in front. Hangs onto it, dumps it over the blue line to Simmons for Brampton as she dumps it right back in. Now Bonello off the boards and up the ice. Vela looking for the puck there, can't control it. And it's back once again into the Toronto zone. And turned over there. Richards picking up the puck, can't hang on to it. Prevost clears it to the half boards. No further. It's Richards now. To Simmons. Shot on goal, scores! Dania Simmons beats Kessler over the glove and make it 4-0 Brampton Thunder. As this one is starting to turn into a bit of a rout. Face-off won by Hogan for Toronto. Now Suzuki gets the red line and clears it into the Brampton zone. Now behind the net. Taken out, deflected by Rattray, can't hang on to it. Now it's Stiles. Loses the puck. Now Toronto to Suzuki at the point. Shot on goal, blocked in front by Whitaker. She clears it up to Rattray. Can't get it out though, it's dumped right back in. Now Simmons out to Jones. Now Rattray finds the puck as she comes into the zone. 2-on-1 here with Stiles. Looking for the shot, deflected wide by Suzuki with a good stick. Now Rattray in behind the Toronto goal. Trying to circle in front of the net, can't. It's picked off by Hogan as she clears it and dumps it into the Brampton zone. Toronto will change. Now it's Vint for Brampton into the offensive zone. Hannah Horn to Fortino at the point, shot. Deflected in front, it comes to Curata. She can't hang on to it. She gets it back though and clears the zone. She comes through the neutral zone and dumps it between the legs of Burchard. Down behind the goal, cleared up by Knox, and Molson will get it in the neutral zone for Toronto. French dumps it in. Knox once again behind her own net, knocks the puck down. It's Burchard leaving it for Fortino, and she'll tip it past. That's the Toronto player there trying to get it to Cation. Can't, and it's picked off now. Curata in front of the goal looking for a shot, can't get it. And the puck comes to Burchard, and she'll clear it to Fortino behind her own goal. Off the boards and out. French is right there to tip it back in for Toronto. Now McParland gets it back out for Brampton. Only to Molson though as she comes back over the blue line for Toronto. Dumps it in behind the goal. That's Spooner now. Fulton looking for Baldwin in front. No, takes a shot. Handled by Knox. Bouncing puck nearly deflected in by Baldwin in front of the net there. Knox was sure to get her glove on it. 4 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in period number 2. Brampton with a 4-0 lead over the visiting Toronto Furies. Face off won by Toronto. Bonello trying to get it towards the goal, deflected in front. And the dribbler gets the knocks and she hangs on. And we'll try it again, another face off to the left of Liz Knox. And controlled again there by Toronto. They try to dump it into the zone, can't. Cleared up by Montgomery. Bonello now back in her own zone. Now it's Suzuki now, and Baldwin can't clear it. Taken again by Brampton, and Baldwin comes in with a hit on Montgomery, and she's going to sit for 2 minutes or less. That's going to be for body contact, and Brampton, with a 4-0 lead and 4 minutes to go here in the second period, goes to a power play. Face off here in the Toronto zone as this power play gets underway for the Thunder. Controlled back to Fortino. Aaron Burchard switching spots. Now Burchard gets the puck, fires it on net, takes a deflection and rolls in. Now Vella's going to pick it up for Toronto and clear the zone. Fortino back to get it. Vella chasing her. Behind the net now as Toronto regroups. Now it's Stiles. Couple nice moves to get through the neutral zone. Good zone entry there to Jones now. Back to Stiles behind the goal. Gets it over to Jones in the corner. Now back to the point to Burchard. She finds Rattray in the circle. Back up to Fortino. Burchard, Fortino. They switch spots once again. Fired it off the goalpost. Took a deflection in front. Just stayed out of the goal. Now Fortino again at the points. Good pressure here by Brampton on the power play. It's Rattray. Shot. And deflected up after the save by Kessler. Controlled still here by Brampton. Now Burchard. Into Rattray at the half boards. Back to Burchard. Fired on goal and stopped by Kessler. Great glove save there by Kessler to keep her team within 4. That one may have been going wide of the goal. Tough to tell. Nonetheless, great save by Christina Kessler. 51 seconds to go on this Brampton power play. LaRock. Now McIntosh. Down low to Vint. Back out to LaRock now. She finds Vint once more. Shot on net, deflected wide. Bonello pokes into the corner, but Vint is going to pick it up there for Brampton. Back into the half boards. Across the ice. Good thought there, but McParland just could not get her stick on the puck. Now Bonello in the corner for Toronto, dumps it around behind her own goal. Hogan with the tip and gets it out. Now here she is with Prevost, short-handed 2-on-1 here, gets it in front, tipped. Just wide of that, could not get her stick on the puck. That was Carolyn Prevost. Tipped in behind the goal by Hogan, and Toronto will peel off for a change. Spooner comes out on the ice now for the Furies, looking to get something going as Baldwin comes out of the box. And they've got their top line on the ice here. It's Fulton, Spooner, and Baldwin. Fulton cuts to the middle of the ice, and that's tipped away. McParland now for Brampton, coming through the neutral zone. Fulton there to intercept her, and now it's Baldwin with the puck. 3-on-1 for Toronto. In front to Fulton, scores. Toronto gets on the board. It's Emily Fulton from Elisa Baldwin on that one, and it's 4-1 Brampton. Now you saw after Baldwin got out of the box there, they put Spooner, her line mates, Spooner and Fulton on the ice with her, got some offensive zone time, and it led to a goal for the Furies, their first of the game, as they look to climb back into this one. Now Whitaker behind her own goal gets it, but French at the point keeps it in for Toronto. Dump down there looking for Baldwin. She can't find it. Cleared out to the point and stays in. Baldwin now at the half boards with a nice move to get around the defender. Clears it in front. Nobody there. French finds it. Trying to get to the net. Can't. Richards with the block. French again. Dumps it in behind the goal for Spooner. Back in front. Nobody there. Toronto getting some pressure here, looking to climb back into this game, down 4-1, just a minute and 7 seconds to go. We're going to have an offside called at the Brampton blue line. Now you can get in on even more of the action by joining the conversation online using hashtag CWHL Live and hashtag GameTag. Follow me at Darren Alley and follow these two teams at Brampton CWHL and at Toronto CWHL for all the news you need about these two great teams. Now cleared into the neutral zone. Hill knocked down. Now Fortino picking up for Brampton. No offside. She's in alone. Nice deke, and Kessler stands tall, and the net gets knocked off its moorings, and there's going to be a whistle here. Fortino not happy with it. She thinks Kessler may have knocked the net off on her own. She pleads to no avail, and it's going to be a face-off to Kessler's left. Styles on the draw. Can't control it. Toronto, that's Hill with it in her skates. Now Styles takes it back. And trying to get it in front there is Hannah Horn. Puck's loose still. And there's the whistle there as Kessler covers it up. Nobody could find the puck in front there with 34.1 seconds to go here in the second period. Now face off here. Controlled by Rattray to Burchard. Now Fortino. Looking to get to the net there, can't. Battle in the corner, won by Vince. She takes it out to Fortino once again. Trying to find the lane, can't. That's taken by Chevrier's stick. Dumped in the neutral zone where Fortino picks it up one more time. 14 seconds to go here in period number 2. Through the neutral zone, now Rattray looking for Jones. She can't handle it. Chevrier clears it to the blue line, but not out. Vince is there for that puck. Now Jones trying to dump it in down low as the second period comes to an end with a shot by Rattray on Kessler, controlled easily. Now through 2 periods of play, it's the Brampton Thunder 4, the Toronto Furies 1. Stay tuned for period number 3 and our second intermission show here on CWHLLive.com.
Kimmy, you do know that there's only 4 seasons, right?
Then how do you explain the way kids wish away the summer because we can't wait to play in the fall? Or how teammates often become best mates? Or how families happily vacation in Winnipeg in January because that's where the tournament is? So you see, Miss Woods, there is a 5th season, and it's the best season in Canada.
So you're talking about hockey.
Oh, it's more than just talking, Miss Woods.
Scotiabank is proud to support over 5,000 teams in Canada's 5th season.
100% drive. 100% passion. 100% effort. But women in sports get only 5% of the attention. Canada's dairy farmers believe women in sports should be seen and heard loud and clear. With Fueling Women's Champions, we're shining a light on women athletes at every level. Join us. #ChampionHer.
You know, it's true. When I was growing up, there was sort of no place like for girls to play. They could maybe play when you were younger, and then at a certain point, they just had nowhere else to go. And I'll even jump into another sport, lacrosse. I mean, one of my fiercest, toughest opponents ever was this girl that played in Orangeville, and then she just stopped playing. And you know, sort of in a way, I was happy because she was so tough, but it also broke my heart for her. But in hockey, you know, what does this mean?
You know, I grew up in the same way, wanting to, play in the NHL because, you know, you get to a certain age where you don't even realize it's not available to you. And so for us now, this is such a great opportunity for young girls to, you know, grow up and don a jersey that represents the historic history of what the Toronto Maple Leafs have done, you know, for so many different organizations and community. And it's really amazing when you look at the new logo and see what a tie-in it is and how proud it is because we're part of the nation.
All right, I'm here with Toronto Furies forward Jessica Vela. Jess, how are you feeling about today's game? Down 4-1 through 2 periods. How are you feeling so far?
It's always hard when you're down that far, but we still have a whole period to go. We just got to recollect right now and take it back to them. The smaller rink is definitely playing a factor right now, but we just got to pick up our pace and find a way to utilize it.
Now, do you find that you on the international size rink that you guys play at the MasterCard Center, do you find it's a little easier to get your speed, use your speed on those rinks?
Yeah, you know what, as a player like me who uses their speed, I think the bigger rink is definitely an advantage. Here it's a lot smaller, the players are on you a lot quicker. Like I said, you just have to find a way around it.
Now 20 minutes to go, down by 3. What are you guys going to do coming into the third period to try to get back into this game?
I think it's huge just to shoot from everywhere right now. You know, you're never going to score if you don't take those shots, so we just have to be relentless and keep shooting.
All right, now personally, you've taken an offensive role for this Toronto Furies team. What's your expectations for yourself going into this season?
I really just want to be a spark plug and energy on this team, so whatever my teammates can feed off of me, whether that's providing the energy or giving assists, goals, whatever it is for my team, I'm going to do it. So.
All right, thank you for joining us, Jess, and be sure to join us for the third period on CWHL Live.
Kimmy, you do know that there's only 4 seasons, right?
Then how do you explain the way kids wish away the summer because we can't wait to play in the fall? Or how teammates often become best mates? Or how families happily vacation in Winnipeg in January because that's where the tournament is? So you see, Miss Woods, there is a 5th season, and it's the best season in Canada.
So you're talking about hockey.
Oh, it's more than just talking, Miss Woods.
Scotiabank is proud to support over 5,000 teams in Canada's 5th season.
100% drive. 100% passion. 100% effort. But women in sports get only 5% of the attention. Canada's dairy farmers believe women in sports should be seen and heard loud and clear. With Fueling Women's Champions, we're shining a light on women athletes at every level. Join us. #ChampionHer.
Yeah, growing up in Canada, I think every kid's dream is to, one day play in the NHL.
When you're a kid, it's the same as the guys. You dream of being in the NHL.
I would have loved to have grown up and been a hockey player and be paid for what I love to do.
It's a little tough for women to find places to play and to play at a high level.
When I tell people that I play pro hockey here, everyone says, oh, there's a women's team?
A tip shot right in, they score! Stopped by Kessler, rebound, they score! Here's a break, Johnston scores!
The best hockey that's played is played right here in the Canadian Women's Hockey League. It's like watching Canada and USA in every single game. It's not just every 4 years. It's just not 2 teams. It's 5 teams.
I think women's hockey has progressed more as a sport than any other sport in the world in the last 15 years. The women are excellent athletes. They're really good hockey players. I think it's terrific hockey.
What we need to do now is get the fan to just come out and support us and follow us.
All right, ladies, we got to be focused. We got to be ready to go. Big start, big start. You've got the top players in the world need a place to play to train for those 3 years prior to the year of the Olympics. So each team's going to have 4 or 5 or 6 of them. They're very serious. They're very focused. They're very talented. Instantly, you've got the best elite hockey, I think, in the world.
We have some really intense rivalries. All the girls have been playing against each other their entire lives. Yeah, there's an energy there that I think is different than NHL or WHL. For the most part, it's nearly full contact. Especially at this level, the girls are so strong and so fast that it's unavoidable. When you go into the corner battles, I think, are really similar.
For us, it has to do a lot with skill. There's not the big body checks or the hitting. It's still very aggressive.
Like, you don't get the huge open ice hits, but you still have a lot of physicality around the boards.
Get the speed going, guys. We have players who have retired from NCAA. They're out of the school. They're out of CIS. They want to keep playing. There's no money in it for them. So what we have on the squad is actually athletes that are just burning to play hockey.
We had 22 Olympians that attended the Olympics in Sochi. So you can imagine the level of hockey that is being played here.
Here we go, nice breakout.
People who play can relate to this. It's an escape from real life. You know, with school being difficult, hockey, it's an escape from that. And that's something I'm not ready to give up yet.
In general, they're putting their careers on hold to be able to play this game that they love.
I think I'd miss it too much right now if I were to quit. I just love to play the sport that I love, and so, you know, it's worth all the sacrifice and everything that comes with it.
There is a life during hockey. We sometimes help them find jobs if they want to come to a certain city and they have never been there.
I looked for work after I moved here. Hockey was, you know, #1, and I was going to make it work after that. I've been really fortunate. My company is extremely supportive. Extra vacation days if I need, and you know, leaving early when I need to. They've even come out to a lot of my games, which has been pretty cool.
A lot of employers are kind of excited to have a player of that caliber because they're filled up with commitment and focus and discipline and work ethic and that kind of thing.
I love the fact that 95% of them are, you know, Ivy League graduates, and the fact of being brilliant in what they do. I always say to people, if you want to really see the true passion of hockey, follow one of our players.
It's hard to get a lot of games in. You have to play on the weekends because everyone has a full-time job.
I'll have to take a vacation day on a Friday. We'll leave Friday 5 a.m. for the airport, play Friday night, play Saturday night, play Sunday morning, go straight to the airport after our game, get on a flight, get in at 2 in the morning or so, and then I have to be at work the next morning. So, you know, that's really tough.
You maneuver your life around your kids, you maneuver your life around your partners, you maneuver your life around your family, and all knowing perfectly well that, one, you're playing because you love to play, but two, you're playing because you're making a difference for those that are coming in the future. The role models that we are creating within this Canadian Women's Hockey League is massive in the fact that everything they represent, everything they stand for is what I would want my daughter to grow up to be, because they're following a dream and a passion. So, you know, in the past 7 years, I think we've come a long way in recognition, but you're competing with so much, I mean, you know, in the entertainment world.
I'm a true believer that the foundation that has been built with the CWHL, it is the one that will bring us that success of a professional women's hockey league and eventually get the players paid.
when I started playing, I had no other option. You know, I was playing with the boys or nothing, really. There's been so much growth, so hopefully one day it'll get the exposure that it deserves.
You know, women's hockey is not NHL hockey. It never will be the same as the NHL game because of the physiological differences, but it doesn't mean that it can't be a great stand on its own game. It's baby steps, and it's not obviously happening as fast as everybody would like it to, but, you know, good people are involved with the league right now, and more are becoming interested.
I think this is a good product, one we can all be proud of. There is no reason that we can't grow this sport and get it to a level where women can play professionally and earn a living doing it just like men do.
When the Olympics happened, it was interesting the amount of calls I received, the unfairness of our women not being paid. And how could we have men competing for the gold medal and making, you know, $25 billion with their salaries all added up, and our women making $0? In all honesty, the 13 million people who watched that final game, they made an impact with the sponsors. The simplicity for us is that in order to support our league, in order to make sure our players get paid, we need you. We need you to buy a ticket. And at $15, you will secure the future for women to be paid.
Welcome back to Memorial Arena in Brampton for third period action of this CWHL game between the Toronto Furies and the Brampton Thunder. Brampton leads 4-1 after 2 periods of play. Toronto is going to be looking to get something going here to start period number 3. Down by 3. They need to get something going quickly if they hope to get back into this one. Both teams coming to this game sitting at 1-2. Brampton poised right now to even the record at 2-2 for the season and get back to 500, sweeping the weekend against the Toronto Furies. As we line up for the face-off to get period number 3 started. One forward there by Baldwin as Spooner cuts in and takes the puck across the blue line. She's tripped up by Jess Jones, and that's going to be a quick penalty here. Just 8 seconds into the game, 8 seconds into the third period, it's Jess Jones going to the penalty box. And it's going to be an early Toronto power play. Could not have started better this third period for the Furies, getting an early power play and a chance to decrease the lead to 2. And Baldwin is going to be waved out of the circle. It looks like Fulton was a little far forward over there on the far side. Face off one back by Spooner to Suzuki. Suzuki trying to get it in. Now she does to Baldwin. Baldwin coming out along the half boards through the circle, down low to Spooner, trying to get it back out in front. Suzuki in there now. Shot goes wide. Now Fulton nearly loses the Styles, but hangs on to get it to Spooner, but she loses it. Now Fulton gets it back. Bonello across to Suzuki, trying to hang on and tips it back into Baldwin, but she loses it as Styles tips it out over the blue line and changes. Now Bonello to Baldwin through the neutral zone, into the zone onside, and it's LaRock clearing it behind the Brampton goal, out to the blue line, but Bonello's there to stop it. She gets it into Spooner. She can't find the puck, and it's cleared out. And it gets all the way down to Kessler. She's going to stop it for Suzuki. Around behind the net to Bonello. Looking to get it out to Zamora. She tips it in over the blue line, only to be sent right back out by Burchard and down the ice. Now Bonello nearly loses it in her own zone. Montgomery was on her. Tips it out over the blue line. Back into the Toronto zone now, it's Hill. Behind her own goal. Looking for someone to give her a hand. Nobody there. She circles back around the goal one more time. Just 30 seconds remaining on this power play. Now it's out into the neutral zone, but right onto the stick of Burchard, and she's going to control the puck for Brampton. She gets it back and dumps it down the ice. Now Molson for Toronto at her own blue line. Through the neutral zone, into the Brampton zone, now into the corner. And she can't find Prevost on the point, tipped out by McParland into the neutral zone. Now Laurel Hill. Hill gets it up to Molson. She tips it into the corner. Chased down by Burchard, and she clears it out on the boards just to the blue line as Hill's there. Dumps it back in for Prevost. Corretta's in front of the net, but she can't get the puck. Burchard positioned well there. Now into the net by Molson. Tipped on goal. Corretta right there. Can't find the puck. The whistle blows. And there's going to be another penalty here. Another penalty to Brampton. It's going to be Laura Fortino, the second goal scorer tonight for the Thunder. And Curato's also going to head to the box. Coincidental minors here for roughing. It's Curata and Fortino. And it's going to be 4-on-4 here. The penalty to Jones has expired. So even strength 4-on-4 here. Both teams change. Now Vella back to Molson. She fires on goal. That's deflected into the screen by Knox. And we'll have a face-off in the Brampton zone. And the shot there by Lamoureux, taken into the glove of Knox. She covers up for another face-off. Now, if you want to know when your team battles next, check out the schedule at CWHL.ca to ensure you never miss a game. Again, we'll be back next weekend in Toronto as they take on the Lake Canadiens, 7:30 Saturday nights on CWHLlive.com. Now it's Spooner trying to cut in front of the goal for Toronto, can't. Baldwin picks it up. Now she fires from the side of the circle there. And that's deflected. Stiles will pick that up. Tries to get it down to Rattray. Too far for her. Suzuki gets it for Toronto. Rattray on her. Now behind the net, but Mello's going to try to get it. Can't. Now Baldwin moves it to the point, but not now. Deflected in on goal. Now Kessler clears it into the corner for the Furies. Suzuki on the puck there as she dumps it out. Now it's Elisa Baldwin trying to come across the blue line. Now Spooner with a shot off the glass. Vince coming through the neutral zone now for the Thunder. Good rush by Vince. She goes to the net. Backhander. That deflects over the goal. Now Vint down low. Cross-ice pass. Nobody there. Jones all alone on goal there. And Kessler gets the pad out. Now it's Spooner back the other way for Toronto. Shot hit the top of the crossbar, deflects in behind the goal. Now Spooner once more. She circles around to the blue line, still with the puck. Spooner, now she leaves it for Prevost. Now Molson, wide open. Shot stopped by Knox. Another one goes wide. Molson with a couple opportunities there, can't get anything going. Spooner with some contact there. That's Larocque taking the brunt of that hit. Spooner looked like she had an extra stick tied up in her equipment. Going after the puck there, ran into Larocque, and she's going to sit in the box for 2 or less. That's a body contact call. So 4-on-3 for the next 14 seconds until the two roughing minors get out of the box. And then it's going to be a 5-on-4 power play for the Thunder. 4-on-3 now for 14 seconds. Baldwin and Richards on the face-off. Taken by Richards. Now it's Burchard at the points. Finds McIntosh in the circle. Back up to the top of the circle. Burchard cuts in and cross ice to Rattray. Finds McIntosh wide open. Nobody there. Stopped by Kessler. And across ice, Richards can't get her stick on the puck. Rattray looking for somebody. Nobody there. And the puck heads into the neutral zone. Fortino just out of the box with Curata. And now they're going to face each other one-on-one. No. Curata can't get her stick on the puck, and she'll just dump it into the Brampton zone and peel off for a change. Now Fortino rushing up the ice here into the Toronto zone, looking for help. 2 on her. Can't find any help there, and it's going to be cleared back out. into the Brampton zone. Now Burchard behind her own net, chased by Vela. Stops there, regroups. And now she comes out from behind her own net. Up to McIntosh. Over the line, no further, and it's cleared out again by Lamoureux. Icing waved off here, Knox out of her own goal. Icing waved off due to the man advantage, of course. Now it's Stiles, getting around a couple defenders and dumping it into the zone. Picked up now by McParland for Brampton in behind the Toronto goal. Larocque at the half boards. Stiles looking for it as well, and now it's Prevost coming out for Toronto. She dumps it into the Brampton zone. Knox behind her own goal, leaves it and clears it on the boards. Prevost there to kick it back into the Brampton zone. Edney picks that kicking attempt off and will pick it up for Brampton. Now McParland. She dumps it along the boards into the into the Toronto zone. Now Bonello behind her own goal tries to hammer it out of the zone, can't. Intercepted at the point. Kept in now by Brampton, down low from Montgomery. Now Jones in front of the net. Little flick on goal there, handled by Kessler. 2 seconds to go on the Spooner penalty for body contact. She'll be out in a matter of moments. And we're going to have a face-off here to the right of Christina Kessler. Face-off won by Toronto. Cleared but not out. Simmons at the point, now Spooner out of the box, takes it from her. And it's Fulton trying to find Baldwin in the middle for Toronto, can't, deflected into the corner by Whitaker. Montgomery in behind the net for Brampton. Clears it around and it's Bonello trying to tip it back in, can't. Spooner there now on the half boards, fires it goes around the other side. Now Suzuki trying to get it in front, can't. And that's deflected to the other side of the ice. Now King the other way. Clearing attempt picked off by Montgomery. In the corner now, it's King, pressured by Baldwin and Bonello. And that's cleared to Spooner, and she dumps it to the other side of the ice. A little too much on that pass for Fulton to handle it. It comes to Fortino, and she dumps it back into the Brampton zone. Now Suzuki for Toronto. She's picked off by Vint there, but the puck comes to Hogan, and Toronto will clear off the boards. Now Vint gets it back for Brampton into the Toronto zone. Suzuki recoils and back. Now Wilson looking for the puck and tips it into the Brampton zone. She finds it into the corner. Moved off the puck by Burchard, and it's going to be Fortino clearing the puck out. She takes it in herself into the Toronto zone. Back to the point for Vint. She fires off Hogan's stick and into the corner. Laurel Hill behind her own goal, picks it up for Toronto, leaves it, and that's going to be dumped down the ice. And that's going to be icing against the Toronto Furies back into their own zone now. 12 minutes and 19 seconds remaining here in period number 3. Brampton holding on to a 4-1 lead over Toronto. Looking to sweep the weekend and come out of it with a 2-2 record. Now Larocque on goal, deflected wide. Molson taking it out now for Toronto. Into the skates of Wilson, she can't find it, and it goes into the Brampton zone. Turnover in the neutral zone, it comes to Molson, tipped up for Wilson. Trying to find it, she does. Stevenson can't get a handle on the puck. Larocque on her, but now Wilson picks it up. Comes into the Brampton zone, fires on goal. That's stopped by Knox. And that's cleared out. Toronto trying to get something going here. Stevenson now looking for Curata, can't find her. Edney cross ice and dumped into the Toronto zone. Behind the goal now, Stevenson gets it to Curata. Looking for Zamora now, she tips it up. That's going to trickle into the Brampton zone, handled easily. Now Whitaker misses it, and Zamora's got it for Toronto. Suzuki at the point, fires it into the corner. Simmons deflects it behind her own net for Whitaker. She gets it past the blue line, out of the zone. Now it's back into the Toronto zone. Bonello, a lot of pressure from King there. Manages to get the puck to the blue line, but not out. Now behind the net, Curata at the on the far side of the ice. Back in behind the goal for Bonello. Through the ice, tipped down by Zamora, and Brampton will pick it up again. Now Suzuki with it for Toronto. Pressure from King, gets the puck into the zone. Dumped out along the boards, and that's going to trickle into the Brampton zone. Burchard back with it. Clears it up, tipped in there by Vince. So no icing on that play as French gets it behind her own goal. Molson now clears it back to French behind the goal. Now back across ice to Molson, up to Baldwin. Over the blue line to Fulton, looking for Spooner in the middle now. Gets to her, trying to deke around Burchard. She can't. Toronto still with the puck, and now they lose it. It's McIntosh. Now Fortino. Coming into the Toronto zone, tries to get a shot off. It's deflected in front. And taken now by Baldwin to Spooner. Natalie Spooner over the blue line to Fulton. Deflects it wide of the goal. Penalty coming here. Spooner gets in front of it and scores. Spooner with as sneaky a play as you're going to see. Catches Liz Knox by surprise. Comes in from behind the goal to tuck it just past the far post on what was a really, really nice play by Spooner there to get the puck out from behind the net. What a goal. And suddenly with 9:43 to go here in period number 3, Toronto is within 2. Face off won by the Furies. Now Prevost looking for the puck, can't find it. Jones to Edney for Brampton. Through the neutral zone, looking for Rattray, can't find her. And that's going to be icing against Brampton. Offensive zone face-off coming up for the Furies. Fresh off of that goal by Natalie Spooner. That's her first of the season. She comes into this game having 2 assists in the first 3 games. Both of those assists came yesterday on goals by Elisa Baldwin. Now Bonello into the zone there. Tipped in front of the net by Vela. Trying to get it to the goal, can't. Now Lamoureux in the corner. She's held there by LaRocque. Cleared around, but not out. Bonello takes the puck for Toronto. Vela trying to get the puck towards the net, can't. Stiles, and that gets past Saunders at the blue line. Bonello chasing it back into her own zone for Toronto. Tons of speed coming around Rattray here. Makes a couple moves over the red line, over the blue line now. It's Bonello. And that gets out past Hill. She regroups. Dump back in behind the Toronto goal. It's Molson. Looking cross ice for Vela, finds her. She comes in, dumps it across the blue line. And now cleared out again by Brampton. Laurel Hill finds Molson. And that takes a weird bounce off the boards right in front of the net to Richards. Can't get a shot off. But now the puck is being controlled by Brampton in the Toronto zone. Across to Richards. Couldn't get her full stick on the pass there, or else we'd be looking at a 5-2 score here. Now it's Montgomery for Brampton. Trying to get it in front of the net. Richards picks up the puck. Richards circling around the zone, trying to get it in front to King. Deflected behind the goal. And it's going to be cleared out by Hogan. Hogan dumps it into the corner of the Brampton zone. Knox finds it behind her net. Back out for Simmons. And that's going to be deflected into the Toronto zone. Not far enough for an icing call. Suzuki picks it up. Carries it behind her own net. Looking for Zamora. That's picked up by McIntosh. She's got McParland on the other end of the ice. And good play by Michelle Bonello in the middle of the ice there to get her stick on the puck. Kept in the zone though. And they're going to call it offside. Looked like McParland was in the zone when McIntosh picked up the puck. Didn't like the call, did McIntosh, but no avail from the linesman. And it's going to be a face-off just outside the Toronto zone. Controlled by Curata. Back to Bonello. Now Bonello looking for Zamora, finds her, and now into the middle of the ice for Stevenson. It goes to Burchard. Her pass intercepted by Curata, and she carries it into the middle of the ice. Backhand for Zamora. That puck deflected on goal. Now controlled behind the net by the Thunder. Out through the neutral zone, it's McIntosh. Flips it up cross ice to McFarland. Dorada on her. Looks for Burchard, finds her shot. Stopped by Kessler. Now, if you want to be a part of the action on social media, use hashtag CWHL Live and hashtag GameTag. You can follow me at Darren Alley on Twitter. Follow these teams at Brampton CWHL and at Toronto CWHL. Also on Twitter for all the game updates, player news, and everything you need to know. French trying to get it out of her own end. Can't. Fulton battling at the blue line there as well. She picks up the puck. Emily Fulton carrying it out of her own zone through the neutral zone and dumps it past the defenders. Tipped into the corner by Knox. Fulton there. Fulton now. Baldwin takes the puck for Toronto. To the point for French. She holds it in momentarily, only to have it flicked by her. Now it's King. Coming into the zone for Brampton. Flicks it to LaRock. That shot off the pad of Kessler and into the corner. Now to the points. It's Edney. Shot. Took another interesting bounce off the boards behind the net in front. No danger there. Now LaRock fires it on goal. That goes wide. Edney into the corner. And it's going to be picked up by Molson. Fulton looking for the puck. Can't take control of it as Hannah Horn there. Fighting her off of it, but Toronto will take the puck now. It's Natalie Spooner. Intercepted in the neutral zone by Jess Vella. She comes through the zone, over the blue line. Now in behind the goal. Vella still with the puck. Looking for help. Finds Suzuki. Just keeps it in at the point. That one shot towards the net. Picked up by Vint. Now Vella with a nice move in the middle of the neutral zone there to get in. As she's got the puck. Scores! Jess Vella! What a goal! Individual effort by Jessica Vella with a nice spin in the neutral zone. Dekes past a couple defenders and manages to slide the puck past Liz Knox. And it's a one-goal game with 5:04 remaining here in period number 3. This one's not over yet, folks. Face-off won by Lamoureux, but Rattray pushes forward and controls the puck. Into the corner in front for Stiles. She can't find the puck. Lamoureux was there to get her off of it. Back behind the net for Rattray. That goal is Vella unassisted at 14:56. Now Whitaker with a shot. That's into the pads of Bemello. Out for Vella. The most recent goal scorer. She tips it in the zone and peels off for a change. Now behind the goal. Out for Jones. Tips past her into the Toronto zone for Molson. Now it's Hogan. Looking to get it past Vince. Can't. Back to Molson again. Hogan. And that's into the zone. Tipped. No icing. Edney behind the goal now for Brampton. Edney fighting with Chevery there. Tips it off the boards behind her goal. Out to LaRock. She comes down. Gets the red line. Dumps it in. Lets her teammates change. Now good hard play in there and scores! And just like that, the 2-goal lead is restored for the Brampton Thunder. It's Vint in front of the goal, finding a loose puck and putting it past Kessler for a 5-3 lead. Rebecca Vint, when her team needed it most, finds a puck, deposits it in the back of the net, and they restore that 2-goal lead after 3 straight goals from the Toronto Furies. Face-off won by Vint. It's LaRock now for Brampton. 3:43 to go here in period number 3. 5-3 lead after that goal by Rebecca Vint. Now it's McFarland in front of the net, tipped. Over to the half boards. Spooner trying to clear it out. Can't find a handle on the puck. McIntosh fights Spooner, and Spooner fights her off. Picks up the puck. Looking to make something happen here is Natalie Spooner into the corner. Fulton down there with her. And that's going to be tipped out by McIntosh. Suzuki back into her own end. Suzuki cross ice. Finds Spooner. She dumps it in. Behind the net now, Knox leaves it for Burchard. Burchard up to Richards. She tips it into the zone. Behind the goal now, French will pick it up for the Furies. Down by 2 once again. Under 3 minutes to go. It's Bonello. Nearly losing the puck to King behind her own net. Hangs onto it, gets it to French. Curata clears it out and down the ice. Just over the blue line now, Fortino to Burchard and to Richards, and she's going to dump it into the corner. Now Toronto takes it out of their zone. It's Curata. For Zamora, she dumps it in. Peels off for the chains, and we're going to see Vela and Prevost come on the ice here. Weird bounce off a stanchion, but cleared back in the Toronto zone. It's Molson. Now French, back for Molson. Molson still with the puck behind her net. Comes out in front now, looking for Lamoureux. Finds her. Lamoureux trying to get Prevost the puck. Can't. It's Fortino now, controlling it for Brampton. Round to the corner. Looking for teammates. Can't find him now. Intercepted by Lamoureux. She pulls it in the corner in front of the net. Prevost couldn't get her stick on the puck. Now Suzuki with it. Clears it into the corner for Chevry. Now for Lamoureux. Looks for Suzuki, cross ice, finds her on the point towards the goal. Lamoureux looking to get the puck in there. Now Vela in the corner for Toronto. Behind the goal for Prevost. Prevost to Bonello. Just gets to her. Flick towards the net. Can't find anybody. Prevost picks the puck back up. Errant pass there. Comes off the boards to Chevry, but cleared out by Brampton. 1:14 to go here in period number 3. The Brampton Thunder lead the Toronto Furies 5-3. Kessler has come to the bench. Baldwin turns it over. 6 attackers here for Toronto. Spooner can't tip it into the zone. It's going to be Vint. Fires it and scores! And Vint, Rebecca Vint, who scored the 5th goal for the Thunder, gets the 6th as well and ices this one. It's a 6-3 lead for Brampton. Spooner pushes the face-off forward, trying to control the puck into the Brampton zone. Can't. It's taken by Tara Cation. Behind the net now for Larocque. Larocque clears it along the boards. Can't get it out, though. French at the point. Gets a hand on the puck, dumps it back in. Larocque behind her own goal. Into the corner now for Cation. Cation finds Hannah Horn in the middle of the ice. She comes up one-on-one with Molson, fires it into her pads. Looking forward to once again. Trying to pile it on here. Now back into the neutral zone. Baldwin, Curata, as we have 15 seconds to go here in period number 3. Trying to find French in the middle. Does. Towards the goal, wide of the net. It's Zamora. Now French back in front. Looking for Curata, can't find her. Larocque in the corner for Brampton. Clears it to the blue line, and it'll be tipped out by Hannah Horn. As time expires on a 6-3 victory for the Brampton Thunder. They move to 2-2 on the season. They sweep the weekend away from the Toronto Furies, who go to 1-3 so far. Not where they want to be at this point in the season. We had a great game here today. 6-3 final, lots of scoring, back and forth action, penalties galore as they shake hands at center ice. Always nice to see them shake hands at the end of every game in the CWHL. So it's a 6-3 final in favor of the Brampton Thunder here. Join us next weekend in Toronto as the Toronto Furies take on the Montreal Les Canadiens. That'll be 7:30 on Halloween, Saturday night at the MasterCard Center in Etobicoke. Now the CWHL and CWHL Live would like to thank Canada's Dairy Farmers Fueling Women's Champions program for their valuable support in presenting CWHL streaming in 2015-16. We'd also like to thank Tim Hortons, Toyota, Molson Coors, the Globe and Mail, Bridgestone, Porter, Gog Show, OMGs, the Calgary Flames, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and of course the Montreal Canadiens for their support of the CWHL this season. Now, once again, next weekend, we will have the Toronto Furies take on the Montreal Les Canadiens at the MasterCard Center in Etobicoke. 7:30 next Saturday night. Myself and Nico Cardarelli will be there to bring you the action. As we get to the 3 Stars presentation. Toronto's Emily Fulton getting the 3rd star here today. Scored a goal. That'll be the first goal for Toronto.
The 2nd star, number 26.
Rattray opened the scoring tonight with a nice shot that beat Christina Kessler. She gets 2nd star honors tonight. And Laura Fortino, the 2nd Brampton goal scorer tonight, with one of the nicer shots I've ever seen, off the bar and down over Christina Kessler to get Brampton's 2nd goal, and she gets the 1st star honors tonight. So we'll join you next weekend, next Saturday night, 7:30. Myself, Darren Alley, and Nico Cardarelli at the MasterCard Center in Etobicoke. That's 7:30 next Saturday night on Halloween. Join us then on CWHLLive.ca. Don't forget to join us on social media, #GameTag and #CWHL Live. I'm Darren Alley, at Darren Alley on Twitter. Nico is at Bro Behind the Mic. He will be back next weekend. And of course, follow these great teams, the Brampton Thunder at Brampton CWHL and the Toronto Furies at Toronto CWHL. And join us next weekend. Thank you for joining us today on CWHL Live. Have a great day.